And welcome to another episode of the Hitting the Crew podcast, Hitting the Field's chance to get to know a little bit more about who is behind the scenes at this crazy show we call our own at the University of Central Florida inside the Nicholson School of Communication and Media. It is Jeremy Brenner, your host today, and today is a very special episode. We get to talk to the one, the only Chris Wolf, and we've been looking forward to this for a while, Chris, haven't we?
Yeah, what's up? How's everyone doing?
I mean, it's just the two of us, but
yeah.
They won't
how
be
you
able to
doing,
answer.
Jeremy? How are you doing?
I'm good, Chris. But yeah, no, it's a great day to pod and with you, and it's just a great day. So, I mean, you know how this works. We get to take a deep dive down memory lane about your fantastic life up to this point. So I guess we'll start with this. Where are you from? How did you grow up? How many siblings do you have? And just kind of take us through growing up.
I am from Gainesville, Florida, and I have a brother and sister. We're all three adopted.
Okay.
So this isn't those are my biological parents, but they have been my parents since I was born.
Mm-hmm.
I've been adopted since I was born, right after I was born, and I love them. I love them all a lot. And I love all my family, and I am just grateful that they are in my life, and my parents, my grandparents, all my family, my brother and sister. I'm just really glad they're in my life.
Wow,
it's been great.
It's amazing. It's a love story. It's great. So the three of you are adopted.
Mm-hmm.
Are you three biologically related?
My sister and I are biologically related.
All the way, or 50%, or
nope,
what?
We came from the same birth mother.
Wow. Okay, so the same mother, not necessarily the same father.
Mm-hmm. I am not 100% sure. Multiple people signed papers, so I'm not 100% sure who is my birth father. Yeah. I don't know. And I haven't really. It's been a while. I haven't really spoken. I haven't spoken to them in. I haven't spoken to my birth mother.
I was gonna say, like, because I mean, for adopted people everywhere, like, there's some people have this curiosity of who is your birth family, but some don't. So where do you fall into that? Were you curious? Were you not curious?
I never really asked a lot. I don't really ask a lot about it. I mean,
you just kind of do.
I mean, I just like look at what's in front of me. I mean, I look back, but I mean, I don't really look back a lot. I mean, well, to be completely honest with you, I'm just like, I just love the family that I have right now, and just for the next hour, we're gonna be looking back a little bit. Yeah, I don't look back at that specific thing, but I mean, yeah.
Okay, so what is something that you do want to look back? What is something that, like, you're proud of from growing up that people might not necessarily know about you?
Well, I mean, everyone knows I love football and basketball.
Yes.
But those are actually not the sports I played growing up.
Really? So what sports did you play growing up?
I played baseball and soccer. So those are the two sports that I really loved. And believe it or not, the first sport that I actually loved was golf.
That
was actually
Chris Wolf, the golfer.
That was actually my favorite sport. My first sport that I really liked.
So how did you learn how to play golf?
I didn't really play it, but I just liked this sport. I watched the Golf Channel. I would do that. I wanted to grow up and be Tiger Woods and all that. We all know what happened before, but I mean, back then
it was
the prime time.
The prime time
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
I mean, my room was all. I was a big Nintendo person, so it was all Mario Golf. My mom is
Golf.
She's an amazing painter. Like she had like Mario, Luigi with golf clubs. Had Chomp Chomp. Had like had the bunkers and all that. She was amazing at that.
Wow. Oh man, what it would like to be a fly on that wall with Mario and Luigi just on the links.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like,
but you never really played, right?
I never played.
Okay,
but I liked it. I don't know. It was weird. It's kind of it was interesting because I mean it was like when I was like 7 years old. I was like that's what I wanted to be. Did
that really like follow? Like, do you keep up with golf too much today?
No, not much really right now. Mm-hmm. And I didn't do much. I don't do much with golf now.
Was your dad a golfer or something like that?
Actually, wasn't much of a sports person.
Oh, okay.
That's not much of a sports person.
Yeah,
but
nobody in your family is much of a sports person, are they?
My mom loves to go sporting events with me. We would go for 4 straight years. We went to the Camping World Bowl.
That's fun.
For 4 straight years.
That's awesome.
It was really fun.
Cute little mother-son thing.
Yep, it was after Christmas. Pretty much after Christmas, we would just go. We would go to that. We'd spend the day together and do that. And we've also gone to a couple of Heat games. We just went to a Heat game before this semester started.
Awesome.
Actually, we went to a Heat Magic game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Miami only scored 6 points in the fourth quarter. It was really hard to watch, but I mean, it was a really fun experience to go to.
Yeah. So you're from Gainesville, Florida. But your sporting team support, it goes very far and wide.
Yeah.
Explain this. Explain the story.
I started watching football when I was in 4th, 5th grade.
Okay.
That's when I started watching football. I was watching with my friend. We're watching NFL Network. You know those NFL replays. They'd replay all these games from previous years and all that. Mm-hmm. Started watching the Seahawks, and that was the first team I watched, and I really just loved it. I loved watching Sean Alexander and a great defense. I mean, great head coach and Mike Holmgren, and I fell in love with that team from first sight. Really, it was love at first sight. Football team wise,
how far removed were they from that Super Bowl run?
It was about 2 years.
Okay, so they're still pretty relevant.
It was 2007. That's when I started liking them. So it was they were. That's when I started watching football a lot. One of my close friends, his name is Brian.
Shout out Brian.
He's been my friend. He has been one of my best friends since kindergarten. So he's been my friend. He's since I was
That's
5,
awesome.
And we still talk a lot.
Good.
We're still close. So it's we've been friends for about 16, 17 years.
That's awesome. That's crazy.
And it's we're still close. So
that's good.
It's good to see that. He got me into football, and then I've loved the Seahawks ever since then. So it's 13 years and counting. I've been a Seahawks fan.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, I guess I don't have this because I'm not from Florida, but because I grew up 20 minutes outside of Houston, so I had teams right there in front of me, and I could go to games and all that. So it was almost indoctrinating me for Houston. But when you live in Gainesville, Florida, I mean, you have the Gators, but
you don't have much else.
So it's what pro teams do I follow? So you follow the Seahawks, and then you have the Heat.
Miami. I mean, there's no Seattle. There's no Seattle.
There was. Yeah,
there was. But I mean,
there was.
When I started being an NBA fan, they had just moved to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So I was I'll pick a Florida team because I'm just I'll pick a Florida team.
And then the Heat
are good.
There. Yeah.
I mean, and let me get this straight. It was before LeBron.
Yeah.
It was before LeBron era. I started liking him. Actually, it was around when D Wade got injured, and we actually ended up picking in the lottery.
Okay,
that's when I started watching.
So you started on the bottom.
They were garbage.
You started on the bottom,
but
two championships later.
But now you get 2 championships, 4 finals appearances. I mean, it's fun. And I've never stopped liking them, even when LeBron left. Chris Bosh having his health issues with blood clots, which that really devastated me. Mm-hmm. D Wade leaving for a year and a half to go to.
Heat fans have been through the ringer,
but now they're sitting really. I love where they're sitting right now. Mm-hmm. We have a guy that I think is here to stay for a while.
Who?
Jimmy Butler.
You think Jimmy Butler's around to stay?
I think he's gonna. I think you get 2 contracts out of him.
Okay.
I think it did get 2. I think you get a good 6, 7. I think you get 6, 7 years with him
Wow,
at least.
that'd be pretty good.
I think you'll get a good chunk with him. And I love where they're at. And I mean, that's how it started, like in the Heat. I mean, I don't go and look at a team that's winning. I will watch a team and I will just observe them and see and how I love them. I don't go with the bandwagon. I go with observations. I go with what I like, I like seeing.
It's like it's meant to be kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not really.
Do you remember like the first Heat game you ever saw?
Was
there ever a moment like there was with the Seahawks on, in Holmgren and all that with the Heat?
Not at least as much. Remember? I mean, D Wade. That's about the biggest. What's the biggest one? Obviously, is D Wade. I mean, he is just phenomenal player.
Yeah,
phenomenal. And
so, like from when I met you, like Chris, I think you would agree with me. You're not the loudest person in the room, but when you say things, people listen. Yeah. So, like, have you always been that way?
When I was growing up, I was a very quiet person. You would hardly, people would be shocked to hear me talk, actually. Like, I'd have teachers that you hear me talk a lot, they would be shocked to see me talk because I don't talk a lot. I was really quiet and soft-spoken person. I just minded my own business. I just did what I needed to do.
Why do you think you are that way?
I don't know. I've always been like really shy, and I never really like opened up. I could make friends easily, but it was just like, I don't know. Maybe sometimes with me, I just be like, oh, I don't know if someone's going to like me because I like this stuff. I was like, oh, and all that stuff. It's just like, now I feel, and it was kind of like, it was also being comfortable. Like, I sometimes wasn't really comfortable in front of people.
Yeah.
I would get really like, just kind of stage fright-ish. And I would get really like nervous. I'm not like that anymore, obviously, because now, I mean, I chose to do a broadcast track in journalism, so it's like
that,
which is really good because I mean, I've also had I've had reading and comprehension problems, not disabilities, but I mean,
it just wasn't your strong suit.
English, writing, that was never my strong suit.
Those reading comprehension standardized tests was like, man, we got to do this again.
FCAT, you remember FCAT and all that?
I'm a Texas guy, but we have our version of FCAT.
We have FCAT, and that was something that I was like, I always struggled with, but
I hated those. They're like, oh, if you don't pass, you're going to get held back. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be held back.
You take all these like remedial classes, and I'm just like, and makes me feel dumb, but I mean, I got better. I never took them.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, and then I'm in like, now, I mean, then I went from that, and I dual enrolled in high school. I took college classes in high school, so I was able to like get some credits started early. I mean, and actually, funny thing is, I'm a journalism major, but I was really good. I was really good in math. I was really good at math.
Yeah.
Which is like something you don't see. I noticed it in the journalism that people just don't do math well.
I say I'm not a math major for a reason.
But I mean, I was really good at math. I mean, I nearly finished my college math before I graduated high school. I mean, I was really good at math. But I mean, that was just not something I was passionate about. Like, writing and being like a broadcaster or writing with sports is what I was passionate about, even though that may not have been my strong suit like in school. It's what I want to do, and I will do everything I can to do it. I don't care how hard it is.
Yeah.
I want to do what I love.
It's good. It's a good way to be. So when did you first realize that you wanted to go into the journalism world?
It was in high school. Like,
yeah.
I would always read up on sports. My family would get, they would get, I don't know if they would get annoyed, but they don't, I would watch games. I was really loud when I watched games. And when I watch alone, I broadcast the game myself.
Yeah.
I do it myself.
Yeah.
I will call the plays. I will do everything. I will say the names. I'll say what happens. I'll call it like I'm calling the game, not like someone not like Mike Breen or Kevin Harlan
that's how they all
or Mark
start.
Albert.
That's how they all start.
I do that when I watch alone. I do that stuff. I mean, even when I play like Madden or 2K, I will call the game.
Yeah.
I will call the game like it would be like I am there, even in a video game.
I've done that before too,
and I do that. I mean, I mean,
I turn off whoever it is. I don't even know who it is because I always turn it off.
I just talk over them. I talk
or like
over them.
Ernie and Kenny on the 2K.
But I also love hearing some of them. Some of them I really love to hear. But I mean,
who inspires you the most?
Bro, there's a lot of them I love.
Like,
I mean, I love
style wise.
It's kind of weird. I really like Mike Breen.
Yeah.
I really like Dave Pash.
Bang.
And I really like Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite. He's just like he was one. Gus Johnson actually hands down is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. And when did you start like studying these guys? Like in high school or like before?
Probably in high school-ish.
Yeah.
Like middle school, I would like watch. I wouldn't know really names, but I would hear them. But in high school, I started that's when I started like knowing who they are, and I'm like this. I would make a list. These are the people I love to listen to. Mm-hmm. These are the people that are like, okay,
mid.
I could do better. I could do better than you.
Like,
How to do that?
I think I did shades of that growing up, especially when for me it was a little bit younger. I was a real like little kid, and my parents thought it was the cutest thing, so they were like, oh, keep doing it, and then I was like, but
I mean, I'd be like playing like 2K. I'd be like playing with like, let's say it's like the Bucks, or like, let's just say if it's like the newer games, like I was doing Bucks Raptors, like that was the Eastern Conference Finals. I'll be like, Giannis kicks out Chris Middleton for 3. It's good. And the foul, a 4-point play opportunity. Do stuff like that.
Wait, like, oh man, that should be like we should do a commercial about that. Like, it would be you calling iconic plays. That'd be great.
Bro, that would be amazing.
Like,
that would be amazing.
I kind of want to bring up, oh man, I kind of want to bring up Kawhi's game winner against the Sixers. Let's do that right now. All right, we're gonna go a little bit off script here, guys. But all right, Chris is going to play and we're gonna play without audio for the computer, but we'll do it. You'll notice in your head it's radio. So like someone's got to hear it on radio. So I'm gonna upload it right now. Chris, did you think you'd be put on the spot like this?
No, but I am fully ready for this.
All right, so there's 4.2 seconds on the clock.
4.2 seconds on the clock. Inbound to Kawhi. Embiid trying to block him, falling away. Good! Kawhi Leonard has won the series for the Toronto Raptors. Wow! And the Raptors are heading to the Eastern Conference Finals to face the Milwaukee Bucks. Unreal!
I can't follow that up. But, yeah, that was pretty fun. I felt good. That made me feel good. Did that make you feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get back on track a little bit here.
A little detour.
Yeah, a little detour, but now we're back on the road. So you mentioned that you played sports growing up. Mm-hmm. How was that like for you? And what sports did you play? You played baseball and soccer, right?
I played baseball and soccer as a city league.
How did it start?
I started with soccer. I mean, it was.
How old were you?
I'm gonna give or take maybe like 7, 8 years old. I was like early elementary school.
Okay.
And I started at the Y, at the YMCA. That's where I started.
YMCA.
Actually, my first name was the Bears.
The Bears?
That was my first name. It was fun. It was a mixed league too, so we had girl and boys on our team. On our team, a few of them. So most of them was boys. There was a girl or two.
I think my first team name was the Fireballs, which now that I think about it, probably shouldn't have been our name, but.
It was fun.
Instead of water breaks, we'd have whiskey break. Sponsored by Fireball. But we wore green jerseys. I do remember that.
I think we wore I don't know.
Bears can be any color though.
I can't remember what our jersey colors were. But it was also fun.
Yeah.
I would play wings or goalie.
Okay, yeah.
Because I mean,
keeper.
I wasn't really the most. I mean, I didn't consider myself really a athlete. I mean, I was a little on the chunky side, but I was also kind of tall for my age and big for my age.
That's true.
So it was.
That's who you wanted in the goal.
And I would play goalie, and I would also play like field. I didn't do a ton of running. Also, I mean, but I wasn't the greatest. But I mean, I was really good at goalie.
How long, were you? Totally. How deep did you go into soccer?
I may play like 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh, okay.
I didn't play a ton.
Okay.
Maybe 2 years. Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't play a lot of years.
It just wasn't like a thing for you.
And after that, it was. I mean, one of my coaches called me like a rocket leg because I mean, I could kick the ball away far. So like I was good at goalie, but when I would
go get it.
when I would kick the ball away, I would kick it all across the field. I had like a powerful leg for that, and it was
Legatron.
It was fun. Legatron.
Legatron.
I would consider my Legatron in the City League or YMCA
Chris,
League.
Rocket Leg. Wolf.
That's what I consider myself.
All
I
right,
got that.
So,
and then after that, I got into baseball for a couple seasons.
Okay.
I played. Actually, my first team was the Marlins.
Ah,
that was my first team name because
wow.
we used MLB teams.
Yeah, like most little leagues do.
And it was I actually had fun. It was fun. My first year was really fun.
Yeah.
And
was it like t-ball or was it like machine pitch or?
No, it was actually baseball.
Oh, like baseball. Like pitcher.
We were playing like it was City League.
Oh, okay.
So it was like it was really. I had fun with it. I played like mostly second base or outfield.
Okay.
So I switched off between those two, and at first I really could not catch a baseball. I was not good at all. I was still never really amazing, but I got a lot better.
Yeah.
I got a lot better for my first to second season.
And how far did you go into baseball?
I got a couple seasons. Like 2 seasons or so.
Okay.
I was gonna do a third, but I was like, I just didn't really want to anymore.
So did you go from so like baseball and soccer were like just things to do? You never really got into like the real competitive.
Yeah, it was just like City League stuff.
Okay.
It was fun. I had fun with it. I mean, I was okay.
What's your fondest baseball memory?
I mean, I got a game ball one. I did get a game ball once.
Chris.
I think it was 2 hits and one was a double, and I scored.
There
So it
you
was
go.
like, I was pretty. I good.
Do you know where that game ball is right now?
It's supposed to be. I hope no one took it. It was supposed to be in a treasure chest where I keep all my stuff. It's supposed to be in there. That's where it usually is.
You gotta double check with Mama Wolf on that.
I don't know where it went, but I mean, I did get that. I also, played. I got much better as like a baseman,
That's good.
second base. I could field like grounders and all that. I was solid. When I got into my second year, which I was with the Royals.
The Royals.
That was
you got traded.
Yeah, that was my second team name. Was the Royals.
The Royals.
I mean, that first. I remember the first game. It was our first game almost got like canceled because of rain, but we ended up playing and we got really destroyed.
So you really hope that rain stayed.
we got destroyed in that game. I mean, they were hitting home runs on us. Like,
Jesus!
So I was just like, in Little League, we're playing Little League and they're hitting home runs. It's not even Little League. It's like 7 or 8 year olds.
Juiced.
It's like they're hitting.
Juiced.
I think we're playing. I'm pretty sure we were playing like a slightly older team.
Yeah,
we lost by at least 10 runs. We got completely.
Well, I mean that happens in baseball sometimes, where one team's just built better than the other.
But I mean, I had fun with it, and my parents loved watching me play those sports.
That's fun.
I was fun. I had a lot of fun.
So after baseball, what was next for Christopher Wolf?
I didn't do a lot of sports. I played some flag football occasionally.
Okay.
So I mean, I had fun with that. I played a couple of seasons of that. I was really good.
You were really good.
I was really good at football because I can play football.
Do you wish that you kind of went further into football?
The reason why I say no is because I liked playing football, but I am not a violent person, and I just don't see myself being able to hit somebody. And like if I hit someone and hurt someone, that doesn't sit well in me at all. So I kind of I played in high school. I tried in high school and played, but
you played for your high school.
I tried playing like in freshman year. I just couldn't play really. I just didn't really want to anymore.
Yeah.
I felt like I really would. I felt that's when I started feeling more passionate. Like I want to cover sports. I don't want to play.
Yeah. Because I want to report it. Like you're tall. I mean, and you're not like and like you said earlier, not the smallest crayon in the box. So I mean, like you could have played. If you committed to it. I guess I'm the same way.
I probably could have. I mean, I think I was slated maybe to potentially be a starter on the offensive line potentially for like our freshman team. But I mean, I just didn't want to play.
It just and it has to be there. The passion has to be there.
I just didn't.
And if you didn't get any like I mean, there wasn't any pressure. It seemed like you had pretty much like do what you do kind of thing. So if you weren't doing sports in like growing up, what were you doing?
I was an extremely big gamer.
Yeah.
I played lots of games when I was little to when I was in middle school to when I was in high school. After high school, I dwindled it down a lot. Mm-hmm. And when I got deep in high school, I was like, I can't really do this a lot.
Gotta focus on the books.
I gotta focus on trying to get into college.
Dual enrollment.
Dual enrolled, trying to get into college. Got my AA at Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Needed to and then transferred here. But I mean, video games, I did that a lot.
Yeah.
My parents would know that too. Like I play a lot.
So what kind of video games?
When I was little, I played a lot of GameCube.
Okay.
Dreamcast. Mario. Mario was Mario. I had Mario everything. Like I had a Mario.
Mario.
I had a Mario themed room.
Yeah. So
I had multiple Mario type theme rooms.
All right, I'm gonna probe you on this one. So Mario Kart.
Yeah.
What character are you using for Mario Kart?
Yoshi.
Mm-hmm. Is it always Yoshi?
It's Yoshi.
Can never be anybody else.
Unless it's Double Dash. Double Dash, you get 2 people. So I will usually pick.
I've never heard of this.
Yep. Mario Kart Double Dash, you get to have 2 people.
Wow.
And you switch drivers, and each person has their own specialty thing.
Wow.
So I would usually.
So what is Yoshi's specialty?
It was an egg.
Nice. What's in the egg though?
Actually, when you hit somebody, 3 things fall out. You can have like a banana fall out. You can have like just a stray shell. You can have a star.
Who made this game? What?
And I also, when I was that game, I would be one of the Baby Luigi, Baby Mario, or like Toadette. Because Toadette gets that gold mushroom where you can just continuously press the button, mushroom. Or you could be like the Baby Luigi or Baby Mario, and they have a Chomp Chomp where they can just like run over people, literally.
Wow.
So it drives pretty much when you're on it, it drives for you. It will drive it for you. It was fun. I mean, I beat all the games.
So like my roommate also uses Yoshi, and he will never let me use any other character. So like if someone came over and was like, if I came over and I was like, if me and my roommate came over and we were like, hey Chris, let's play some Mario Kart, and then my roommate takes Yoshi, like what do you say?
I don't know. That's tough.
Do you fight him?
Potentially. The potential. I mean, I never I like to be Yoshi. If you take Yoshi from me, that's my person.
So we just said not even like 3 minutes ago about how football, like you just didn't want to hit people.
It'd be fun.
But if someone takes Yoshi,
I would not.
If someone takes Yoshi, that's it. It's over.
That just crosses the line. That crosses the line. I'm sorry. That crosses the line. You cannot take Yoshi from me. Cannot take it.
You should like write this down. Be like, I have Yoshi no matter what.
I was also a big
sign the contract.
I was also a big Super Smash Bros. Fan.
All right.
Melee. That game was the classic game.
So who do you use in Smash?
I switches off. I use Ness. I use Dr. Mario. I use Donkey Kong. And I use Yoshi.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I guess Yoshi.
In that game, those were 4 of my favorite characters in that game. And I actually really loved that game. That was really fun. That was a fun game as well. Also played a lot of Mario Party.
Mm-hmm. Mario Party's a lot of fun.
Yep, use Yoshi in that one. Yep. Never steal Yoshi again. I will literally use Yoshi. Never take that character.
So, you play Mario Party, you play the Mario series.
I played Mario games like all the time. That was my favorite thing. Mario Golf. Nobody could beat me at that game.
Yeah,
you will never beat me at that game.
And then also, you are at least I'll call you this. You are a Guitar Hero connoisseur. What are a Guitar Hero master, Guitar Hero connoisseur, Guitar Hero legend, Guitar Hero professional?
I'm saying I'm really good. I'm not gonna say I'm a professional, but I'm really good. Yeah. I mean, I've been playing that since like Guitar Hero 3 first came out, which was back in 2007. Wow. So I've been playing since like 2007.
Nice. When was the last time Guitar Hero came out with a new game?
If I'm gonna say the Guitar Hero Live, which was a complete failure. Yeah. But if you're talking about just not like the traditional Guitar Hero game, like 2011.
Oh,
2010,
wow.
11.
It was almost 10 years ago.
They've made Rock Band a little more recently. Rock Band had a 4th one when Xbox One was out. So it was like, okay, they Rock Band like in kind of recent ago, like 5 years. Mm-hmm. But When I think about like the traditional Guitar Hero games, it's been almost a decade.
Yeah,
it's been forever.
So what got you into Guitar Hero?
We got it for Christmas for the Wii.
Oh,
it's like a
cute.
family gift.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
we played it, and I was awful. My brother was actually pretty decent at it. My brother was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
He also played. My brother was also very good at guitar. Like he was really good at real guitar. So, like
that was my next question. Like, has your Guitar Hero skills allowed you to play guitar?
I could play like beginning level guitar at best. I am not that good at guitar. I played
fantastic at Guitar Hero.
Middle school,
a master Guitar Hero, beginner on the guitar.
Middle school, I played bass fair. I was actually pretty fair at the bass in middle school.
All right.
Early middle school, like in 6th grade at a music class.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I was pretty decent at the bass.
Yeah, because like I was gonna say like you do have an affinity for music.
My mom has videos of me playing like those little like concerts in like 6th grade we had over at camp. I don't know where they are.
Were you in like the school band? Like
no.
No, you just did a band thing.
It was a music class at middle school. I went to like a charter middle school. It was a very small school.
Got it.
So
yeah, and didn't do anything in high school with it.
No. Just got better at Guitar Hero.
Just staying at Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero.
Stay at Guitar Hero. So if you had to, what's your favorite song to ever play in Guitar Hero?
That is a very tough question because I have probably I have probably played like 500 to like 1,000 songs.
So, but you had to know this was coming.
Yeah, I do not
know.
All right,
anything. Give me a top 5.
Anything.
Give me a top 5.
I will give you types of songs. I love playing. I love fast songs because I love like moving my fingers around. I love it. I feel so I feel alive, accomplished. I feel accomplished when I play. Look, when I play slow songs, I'll play slow songs that I really like. But it's like,
what's a good slow song?
Oh, I love Bohemian Rhapsody. It's such a fun song to play. Even though I love playing that solo.
Easy come, easy go,
little high, little low. Anyway the wind blows, nothing really matters to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was... We should start a band. Like Hall & Oates or something.
Yeah,
like,
let's do that.
Like Jeremy and Wolf. Like, just like call it. Like, that's it.
That's a fun song to play.
So, what's a good fast song?
A good fast song? Any song by Dragonforce.
Really? Dragonforce. Is it bad that I don't know what Dragonforce is?
It's like a fast pace. I mean, if anybody played Guitar Hero, they know Through the Fire and Flames. That song. Anybody that played Guitar Hero 3, that was like a main song that everyone knew. Okay. Everyone was just like,
I've probably heard of it before.
Everyone's like, you need to be able to get you need to finish Through the Fire and Flames as an expert. You're so good if you do that. That's literally how it was.
Like that was like the bar.
Yeah, that was
if you do this, you're a god.
Yeah, like back then, if you did that on expert, you were freaking amazing at this game because that song was really hard. Yeah. Now for me, it's not too hard anymore because I can get like a 90% on it. So it's like it's not the hardest because people make songs now. It's just like they'll make a song that you can download and they're freaking. Yeah. I just wonder how you can get 100%. People get hundreds on some of these songs. Yeah. I mean, I can get like maybe like 80, 75, 80s on like some of these like extremely like ridiculous songs. I'm like, how the fuck are you get 100? Yeah. How you get 100?
So, hard question again, but this podcast is about hard questions sometimes. If you could only play one game on one console for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's a really tough question.
I asked this question to Jarrett last week, and he answered it. But I think
he's a gamer.
He's a big gamer. He's a big gamer. Go check out the Jarrett Kaufman episode of the Hitting the Crew podcast, the one before this one.
He's a big gamer. I mean,
he's a big esports person, so he's like more of the Overwatch, League of Legends, that world. Yeah.
I did play some. I didn't play like but I would play like Call of Duty. I played a lot of that. Okay, it's a game I played a lot of.
But is that the one game that you would play for the rest of your life?
It may be Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero. On what console? You have to decide.
Console.
Yeah.
Probably Guitar Hero.
On what console? Console, Chris. Console.
Probably
the 360.
Xbox. They don't have it for Xbox One. It's a tough one.
So you can't use the Xbox One.
Oh my god. I mean, it's freaking. They have it be PC. Like I used
PC.
Yeah, I play Clone Hero. Like that's like a new version of Guitar Hero. It's like a free version of Guitar Hero where you can just download songs
on the PC.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Oh, you can play like any song. So you can play
Up to songs. Like, there's thousands and thousands of songs that you can play. Cool. That you can download for free and play. As long as you have the space on your computer.
Wow.
Not too much space though. I mean, they don't take much up space.
Wow.
Like a lot of the songs I get, maybe 8-10 megabytes per song.
Is that why you can play the iCarly theme song?
Yes, I downloaded that song.
I was wondering why that was the case.
That's fun.
So you would only play on the Clone Hero.
I would only play that on a Clone Hero. So yeah, I'd do that on a PC, but a console game, that is so tough.
All right. Well, I hate to break it to you, Chris, but we now have people going into your house to take all of your other consoles away and all of your other games away.
I'd keep my Xbox One. I watch Netflix.
I'm joking. You can have as many consoles as you want.
I watch Netflix. I watch Disney Plus. I watch Prime Video. I do all that. On my
That's
Xbox
true.
One.
That's
so
true.
it's like that's my TV. So I'm not
Can't
gonna,
take that away.
I'm not gonna take my TV away because you take my Xbox One away. You take away my TV. So no, I don't. And the thing is, I could play Xbox 360 games on my Xbox One.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Kind of want to bring it back to hitting the field a little bit, and UCF. So I asked this to everybody on the show, on the podcast. How did you get involved with hitting the field? Who brought you in? How did you learn about it? How did you hear about it? What's that story like for you? Do you remember?
I think I've been wanting to join hitting the field for a long time since it's like I've known about it since I was like my first year here because I'm a transfer, which was fall 2017.
Okay,
I've known about it. I wanted to get into it, but that was again part of my. But also, this was a new place. Like I had never moved out of the city before, out of Gainesville, my entire life. This is my first time ever living. Without like living in a different city, So I was like, I didn't make a ton of friends my first year or so. So it was like, I wanted to.
Where did you live your first year?
First year here,
yeah,
I lived with my sister.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
I lived with her for my entire time here until she moved. But
did you move with your sister here?
No, she's 2 years older than me.
Okay, so she lived here before.
She graduated in 2013, I believe,
at UCF.
No, she graduated from high school in 2013.
Oh,
she moved here. She got into UCF right after.
Okay.
So she was here her whole time in college, and
then she graduated before you came.
Yeah, she graduated when I was before my junior year of high school.
Okay.
So that's about when she graduated. Was around then. So, So
yeah.
Oh no, I was still in college. Actually.
Yeah. So you lived in that same apartment. So you learn. So you come here fall 2017. You knew about it? That's when I joined. Was fall 2017. So when did you actually join? And like someone actually like recruited you or something like that, or did you recruit yourself?
When I was it was last spring. I came sometimes in last spring.
Was it last spring?
Yeah, I didn't really join, but I mean, I came
around.
I came around. I came around for a couple of the shows. I went to the draft show, part of the draft show last draft show. So I was there for that, and then my next year, and then this past fall, I started going more. I was actually more involved with it, even though I had nightly, so it was a little tough. A little tough on Mondays to go because football press conferences, having to go to those.
All those on Mondays.
Free Chick-fil-A.
But you're missing the show.
Yeah, but yeah, it was some tough. But I did take a couple Mondays and didn't go, so I could go to the show. Yeah, I did take a couple of days and not do that. This is the first. So I've been like around for the last 3 seasons, or so. So. But this is the first season that I've actually like almost fully been involved.
That's good.
In it, like the full I can come to a lot of it, and
that's good.
And I've liked it, and it's really been fun. Met great people. There's been great people on this team. I mean,
what's your favorite memory from hitting the field? What's your favorite memory?
It's so tough.
There's a lot. But
there is a lot.
Pick one.
Man.
It's a lot, but...
I mean, I like... something from this semester is fun. I mean,
yeah.
Everyone picking the 76ers to just... everyone picking the 76ers to win the East.
Like, how cold does that take?
You're sitting in 5th place right now
How cold
in the
does
East.
that take, Chris?
I mean, you may not even be out of the first round.
Oh,
everyone was hating on Miami being on that list of teams that are contenders. And
so the NBA show.
The NBA show was...
That was fun.
I picked them, and I also picked Milwaukee. I was actually the only one that picked the Milwaukee Bucks to get out of the East.
Yeah. And, hey, they're looking like they could get out of that East.
They look like the best team
that was
in
a
the
fun,
Eastern Conference.
That was a fun episode.
I love that one. I love the draft show. That was a great experience. That was a great experience. I love the draft show.
And the draft show, April 23rd, coming
Can't
up.
wait.
Guys, about 2 months away.
Hopefully I get to watch my team pick a pick. I mean they're going to trade out of it maybe. I don't know. They trade it so much.
Awesome.
Makes me mad, but I mean, it's fun though. I'm gonna miss this. I mean, 2 months, and it's just it just seems so it's just still shocking that only 2 months left.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's gonna be. It's gonna be hard. I mean, miss all of this. It was like it's all been so fun, and
yeah,
I just really want.
So let's try to go forward a little bit here. 2030. It's 2020 right now. 10 years now. 2030. Where do you see Christopher Wolf?
I hope I am with, like, whether it's ESPN, Fox Sports, NBC, CBS Sports, something like that. I'm hoping to be with one of those type of
In
things.
what capacity? What role?
As maybe a play-by-play, either play-by-play, a camera person, or just being maybe some kind of role of AP and producing content, highlights, having like stuff like that fun. Yeah, making like that type of content. That's kind of what I see myself doing.
It's fun,
something like that in 10 years.
Yeah,
because I hope to have the experience for that.
Yeah,
and
it's 10 years is a long time from now.
And I love them getting all my experience right now. Yeah, and from nightly and stuff, and it's helped me a lot because before I couldn't even use a camera. I could barely use a 90. I couldn't use that stuff. Now I'm using our big cameras. Yeah.
And you're the best one. You're like, I tell you this, you know your stuff on that camera better than anyone. I trust you more than I trust anybody else with that camera.
I don't. You're
talented at it.
I didn't envision myself. I never envisioned myself in one bit that I'd actually be really good at that. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it well enough to be able to do it. But I was like, I never envisioned myself being really good with cameras. Yeah, never envisioned it.
So I do this with I've done this with our guests before, and I'm gonna do it once again with you. So I want you to pick one person from your chosen family and one person from your biological family. Or, well, the family that you call your family. I shouldn't have used that word, excuse me. But, so one person from your family and then one person from your friend's chosen family as someone that's been your biggest inspiration throughout your life so far.
So my family, it's really, that's such a tough one. It's a tough one.
It can be multiple people.
It's probably...
You can pick multiple people.
It's been all my immediate family. Like my entire my mom, my dad, my siblings, my grandparents.
And you still talk to all of them, like
I've
on a daily basis.
I try to. I mean, sometimes I don't get around to it, but I will message. I message my mom. I try to message them every day. Yeah, I would visit my grandparents a lot. I still try to when I can to visit my grandparents a lot.
Are they local or are they?
They live in Crystal River. Okay, so it's not too long. It's like 1.5 hour drive, so I can make the drive like any weekend if I really wanted to. Yeah, I can make it. If I'm free a weekend, I can make that drive anytime, and I 100% don't mind it. But they inspired me because they just want me to do what I want to do. They don't want people to tell me this is what you're supposed to do. Like, you don't need to be like people. You need to be yourself. You need to be your own person, not be like somebody.
Respect.
Just make a name for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and with broadcasting, like, make up your own slogan. Mm-hmm. Make up your own, like, type thing. Like, that's fun. And they really want me, and my mom watches these shows. She'll watch Hit in the Field episodes. She'll watch Nightly, and she just loves.
I love to get the HTF moms together.
She loves what we do, and shout out, my mom will be at Nightly on Friday.
Shout out, Mama Wolf. I can't wait to meet her.
She'll be there Friday to watch, and she says everyone does a great job. She just thinks she loves everybody.
That's awesome.
Every time
I'm so excited for Friday.
She just loves how nice. I mean, and what she sees, and she notices, like, when I work with people, she just, like, loves, like, everyone's attitudes and how everyone treats each other, and it's just like, it's just really good. It's good to hear that about
shout out Mama Wolf. I'm so excited to meet Mama Wolf. No idea, but what about someone in your like your friends that you consider family?
Friends, it would probably have to be my friend Brian.
Brian.
He has been family. He's been like a brother to me.
Yeah,
because we have been really close for about 16, 17 years. Mm-hmm. We're really close. He would always be at my house. We'd hang out. We hang out every weekend. I mean, try to do everything. We play flag football together. We would do a lot of stuff together.
Who's better, you or him?
I think I was.
It's okay. You can say it.
I think I was.
You can say you were better.
I think I was a little bit better.
Yeah, there you go.
I think I was a little bit better. I think overall, but he was very good. He could throw a lot better than me. I will say that he could throw a lot better than me. I cannot throw.
Is Brian in Orlando or is he in Gainesville?
He's in Gainesville.
Oh, okay.
He's in Gainesville. We had fun doing that type of stuff. I mean, we even went to an Urban Meyer football camp together.
There you go.
That was interesting. Yeah. Got to do, like, football drills with the coaches for them.
Interesting.
Charlie Strong was there.
Ooh, Charlie Strong?
Actually,
the defensive analyst from Alabama?
He actually yelled at me.
He yelled at you?
I dropped the ball and he yelled at me.
Is that your, like, most iconic, like, moment?
I literally just dropped the ball from him. He's like, catch the ball.
Catch the ball.
It was funny.
Catch the ball.
That was actually a fun camp. That was a fun camp. I mean, got to see some of the football players there.
Yeah.
Got some autographs too.
That's cool.
Fun.
Yeah. What's your favorite sports event that you've ever attended?
It was March Madness last year.
Yeah.
Covering it with Nightly.
UCF versus Duke.
That was a great experience.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I'd be able to get there. I didn't think I'd be going to March Madness while I was still in college. Like, still a year left in college. Like a junior in college. I'm going to March Madness as a junior in college. Like,
and what? To see my school play.
And see my school.
And to have press pass.
To have a press pass, see my team play, and to see one of the greatest basketball programs of all time. Dude. I am in the same room with Mike Krzyzewski, Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, two of the top 3 picks in the NBA draft. I mean, I am with all those players. Yeah. I'm like, wow, I'm standing right next to all those players. Like,
I feel like when people think about UCF, they think about the football program, and it's easy to think about that because football season lasts so long, and the
basketball's like
we had 2 years for basketball. It was so quick. It was such a flash in the pan. It was
we're not in class for like a whole month. We're not like basketball goes on all December. And we're not here.
Yeah,
so we don't get to watch them for a whole month.
And it was like, and we knew that the team was good, but we didn't realize we didn't realize until almost the very end how good they were.
We can compete with some of these top end programs,
and then before you know it, they're playing freaking Duke.
In the round of 32, and we were just we were a rim roll away from going to DC for the Sweet 16.
People forget how close we were to winning that game.
I mean, think about it. We had Virginia Tech lined up. We could, and that was a winnable game.
That was a winnable game too.
Like, we could have actually been to the, we could have went to the Elite Eight. We could have had a chance to go to the Final Four.
That actually happened.
Like we like one
Chris,
rim roll.
That actually happened.
And I was,
you were there.
I witnessed it.
You
and I was
were there.
It was speechless.
What was your reaction?
Speechless.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was too. I remember exactly where I was.
And also, I really couldn't do anything because, media. It can't be biased right there.
You were like, oh man.
So it was just like I was almost like oh my gosh.
Yeah. No.
Like what just happened? And the people there I was sitting with, they were all the same way, even though they may even be for Duke. Some of them were for Duke.
They were like, we got away with something.
I mean, this is a game we may not even have won. We shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It was so great, and it was so great to see Aubrey Dawkins.
Yeah.
That was one of the great games. That was one. I'm gonna say that was one of the greatest games I've seen by a player in a tournament game. I mean,
he was really good in that game.
Over 30 points. I mean, he was draining threes. I mean, sucks Taco Fall fouled out.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
no, March Madness. I love March Madness. I really do.
But Taco got 3-4 blocks.
He did.
Zion,
he
though.
did.
So I mean, he was just.
He did.
Zion did not have the greatest game ever.
Celtics Pelicans. Watch out next season. Taco getting 3-4 more blocks on Zion.
I mean, that was very hard to stop. I mean,
yeah,
that was a great. That was a unique. That you're not going to see that again.
No,
you're not going to see.
It's not going to feel the same.
You're not going to see a guy like Taco Fall with that height and size, and have the mobility. Like his mobility. Like,
now you're making me sad.
You see where he was as a freshman. He couldn't even he couldn't run up down the court.
Yeah,
like he actually could not run up down the court.
No, it's crazy.
Now his senior year, he played big minutes, blocked shots without fouling,
and that happened, Chris, while we were here. While we were actually students, we were able to witness that. And that's why being at UCF at where we are right now, it's such a great atmosphere. Because I truly believe this. I believe that when the sports teams are performing well, the atmosphere around campus is different. And that's, at least from what I've seen, I think the falls are a lot more like energetic and exciting and happy because football season going on and there's tailgates every couple weeks for the home games and such. But
I mean, you grow love for these other sports.
It's weird because you and I are about to graduate and we look back on it and it's like, wow, that really happened. And
I mean, I'm growing love on like a lot of sports right now.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm growing love on women's basketball.
Basketball.
Shout out to them tonight. I mean, we're gonna play US War and I.
By the time this will be on, we will have.
Hopefully, we'll be in second place. Hopefully, we'll be in second
place.
Hopefully,
by the time you're listening to this, we'll be in second place.
Hopefully, we'll be in second place. And we are actually on the verge of a second straight appearance in the NCAA tournament.
That'd be awesome.
We right now are on that like bubble, like getting into the tournament.
That ladies team deserves it. They do. They're
Coach
a great team.
Coach Abe is doing an amazing job with this program.
Coach Abe is one of my most favorite people I've ever interviewed at UCF.
She's doing an amazing job with this program.
I can't wait to see her tonight.
I mean, she gets this team ready, especially at home. Their home record, they've only lost 2 games really at home since the beginning of last year. They've only lost 2 home games.
Yeah,
that is insane.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's a great time at UC, and I guess this is a good time to wrap things up. So, Chris, thank you so much, man. I will say this. Now, I guess you've got me in my feelings now because like we're about to graduate. But one of the nicest people I've ever met is Chris Wolf, and I think that he should be recognized for that. Literally, not a bad bone in this guy's body, and everyone will say that. Everyone will attest to that. Literally, puts others in front of himself a lot, maybe even too much. But I will say though that your kindness and your just generosity is something that this world needs. And if everyone in this world was a lot more like Chris Wolf, the world would be a much better place. So I want to leave it on that. So thank you, Chris. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. So
thank you, man.
Wow.
This has been such a great opportunity. I mean, thanks for having me on. This has been a blast, man.
Absolutely. And the Hitting the Field Brotherhood goes beyond HTF. It goes beyond UCF. So yeah, can't believe it's almost over. It's like blinking, but that's enough about that. Hitting the Field content is coming up. We do have a podcast later today with, we'll be talking basketball, and another Hitting the Crew episode's coming out shortly with Miss China Davis.
Yes,
so be sure to check that one out. It should be a great episode. And Hitting the Field will be back Monday for a special throwback episode, and where we'll be celebrating Hitting the Field's 10th season. 5 years, 10 seasons of Hitting the Field. We're doing a huge tribute celebration for it. All of our alumni are getting involved. If you know any alumni of HTF that would like to be part of it, just send them my way. Send it to @HittingTheField on Instagram and Twitter. You can go check us there, and also follow us on our YouTube page. You can subscribe now. And we also have Hitting the Crew and the Hitting the Field podcast on Apple Podcasts. We also have another podcast coming up called Take Me Out to the Podcast, where
yes.
Johnny Jackson is hosting Take Me Out to the Podcast, and that should come out in the next couple of days as well. Kyle Partain and Madison Little talked about the UCF baseball and softball teams on this week's episode, might I add. That is out on YouTube as well. So we got a lot of content going as we approach the midway point in the semester. It's a fun, exciting time to be a part of Hitting the Field. So be sure to check us out. And again, from inside the Nicholson School of Communication and Media at WNSC Radio, I'm Jeremy Brenner. He's Chris Wolf. Thank you so much for tuning in.